enjoy the Lynx game last night?
Oh yeah, it was great. The ladies was definitely hooping, and it was great to see them get a dub. So it was great to see the energy in the arena and just people supporting the ladies. So it was a great game for sure.
Was that the first one? I didn't know if you all wanted a follow up on the Lynx game, but was that the first time you've been?
Nah, that wasn't my first game. I had went to the game when they played Fever early in the season. So that was my second game that I went to. So I'm 2 for 2. So might got to go back. Wait, did they win?
Yeah.
Did they win Fever? Yeah. All right, yeah.
Real football question for you. You talked about after the game practicing those spectacular catches on the sidelines and things like that. Like, how do you practice that? Like, what do you do in practice that helps you make catches that kind of look unexpected?
Yeah, it's really hard to practice those exact catches to where you're actually falling, and you just have a ball that's towards the sideline that you have to reach out and get. Those are the ones that's hard to practice, but you can get close to that vicinity of leaning towards the sideline, knowing where you're at on the sideline, knowing the foot placement and how to drag your foot, and all of that just comes with repetition, just doing it over and over again. We work that drill every single day, and even during the game days while we're warming up. So those catches are difficult for sure, but those are the ones that separate yourself from the good and the great.
Justin, you talked in training camp about the type of ball Sam throws, sometimes different speeds or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious, now that you've spent even more time with him, like what more have you kind of taken and learned about the type of ball he throws, the way he throws, the timing, that sort of thing?
Yeah, just like you said, still learning him from a standpoint and how he likes to throw certain type of passes, and the velocity of how hard and how fast he want to throw it. But for the most part, I feel like every single ball he throws is, it doesn't have too much, pace on it. It's not too slow. So I feel like he puts the right amount of force towards it. Allows us to catch a ball that's not too hard, but also we see the ball coming at a good speed as well. So I feel like he understands from a receiver point. We don't like to try to catch a hard throw every single time, so as to try to make it a little easier on us, to try to put a little bit more touch on it for us to catch it, grab it, and turn upfield.
Is that especially true on the real deep ones, like the 44 one you had and the 97 one too?
Yeah, it depends on how they're covering you, where the ball needs to be thrown. Just different things that needs to happen for you to throw a certain type of pass, and I feel like he understands that very well.
Justin, you mentioned the energy of the Lynx game last night. Is there a different energy with a game like the London game? We know primetime Monday night, Sunday night games can have a different energy. Is this one, huge stadium, your body feels a little different because it's 8:30 in the morning our time? Is there a different energy with this game?
Yeah, it's a little bit different energy, especially because those guys in that stadium don't really get to see you play at all. So the last time I played there was 2 years ago. So just that opportunity to see, for them, some of your top, favorite players in the league, that they're coming to play inside your city for the first time, or even of course the only time for that year. So it's always great energy going into that stadium and seeing all of the fans and being so excited to be around you and see you. Of course the British accent is always great to listen to, but it's always cool to go into another country and experience that on a different level.
Would you a British accent? You got one?
I ain't got one. I'm not even gonna play myself like that. So I'll just wait till I get there. I'll get it from them.
What'd you learn 2 years ago about the body clock adjustments, and how does that help?
Yeah, I felt like we had a great plan last year, and leaving right after practice and try to get that sleep on the plane. And when we landing, we're not going back to sleep. We're on our feet, trying to move around, trying to stay active, and pretty much going right back into practice. So that kind of allows us to, stay up and stay active. And so about time it's nighttime, we're, tired from the day, and, we're back on that type of schedule. So I feel like it's a great plan, great system. And I feel like, it goes according to plan.
Just on your touchdown catch, first, what were you thinking? How excited were you when you knew you got man coverage or one-on-one coverage? And two, how are you positioning your body when you don't have your left arm and you kind of have to let it hit you in the chest? Just take us through that.
I can't really explain to you. Honestly, it's just off of reacting to the ball. It was a great throw by Sam by not putting too much air under the ball and kind of, putting a line drive. And to be honest, it was great coverage. He had great coverage on that play. And honestly, it was a better throw and a better catch. There's no other real explanation for that. I really didn't even see the ball until it got close to me because the defender was close to me. So I really didn't get to see the ball until it got close. So it's just reacting to the ball and pinning it once it hit me in the chest.
Justin, you played against the Jets in 2022. I know a lot of teams have good corners, but Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, is that a pretty fun matchup?
Oh, for sure. They're great corners. It doesn't matter, which side you go to. They're great matchups on both ends. So, even the last matchup, it wasn't a big day for me yardage wise. We still got the dub, and I still was able to get in the end zone. But yardage wise, it wasn't that big for me. So, of course, this time around, I want to have a better yardage game. Of course, I want to get in the end zone. But it's definitely going to be tough going against those type of guys. But we live for those matchups. I always love going against those top tier corners. But I'm excited for the matchup for sure.
Justin, do you ever sense teammates following your lead when it comes to work ethic and doing the extra stuff?
Yeah, I try to be a good role model for the most part. I don't feel like I really do too much things that will kind of shy me away from that. So I just try to be on my game as much as possible, whether that's getting extra work off the field, if it's being in the training room, getting extra treatment and taking care of my body, or if it's just studying and being a pro at what I'm doing. So I feel like guys are definitely looking at me and paying attention to certain things that I do. And that's just, being a pro and being a professional. You always got to come to work ready to go, and always got to make sure, you're doing the right things, even if the eye's not on you.